Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a different video. I don't really normally do fixed blade videos. I don't really have the equipment to do an outside video or a demonstration of anything, but I'll go ahead and do my best to at least do more of a show and tell, and also do kind of explanation of these two. One, I can't really give you any examples of how well it works for various reasons. I might be doing a ballistics test later down the road, just for some things I just can't show you or tell you any information on because I actually don't know, and that's actually a good thing because of what it's designed for. So anyways, before we go ahead and get into it, please like the Facebook page, please follow the Instagram, and please like and subscribe. So this guy here, this is the Hinderer Ranch Bowie. It does come also in a leather sheath, but for practicality of my work, this being on my back works way better than on the side. Either orientation doesn't really matter. This just works better. Obviously, you guys know about these tech locks. 100% would recommend if you're in a trade or just if you're going to use this every day and you don't want to have to worry about the leather. Leather is very nice, very durable, but you don't want to have to have it just on your side if you don't want to be as limited. The one thing I don't like about this sheath is there's no push point like that. It is hard to get out, but actually, because this is on my back, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a comment. Now this has become my go-to work knife so far, on just most jobs, mainly because it's a good length for a fixed blade. It's not massive, but it's also not small. It's capable and handles its own. Now, so like on any larger construction job or longer job in general, this is what I will normally go to. I have another fixed blade that I'll go to if it's like a small service call and I'm going to a house that has just the wife home or something like that, or just the husband home. It doesn't really matter if there's one person home and not multiple people. I will generally go for something smaller, just to keep the risk of intimidation down, or like to get that one person that's going to be scared of a knife. There's always going to be one, but sheath, very good retention. This is the one you can get off of their actual website, Hinderer specifically, if you are wondering. But yes, this for just overall use, work use, definitely recommend. Very comfortable in hand, good choke up. I have done many things at work with this. When it comes to just cutting a 2x4 that doesn't fit and you don't want to get out your sawzall, you don't want to get out a circular saw, and it's quick enough to just shave off a slight inch to make something fit in between two studs or two rafters. Either way, just a quick pull out, like kind of just shim off. I've also used this to take a 2x4 and make some quick, immediate shims for leveling certain things. Getting a 2x4, small 2x4, depending on what you want, and just actually like going batoning, I guess. And then getting the right depth that I need. And sometimes, if you ever have installed a panel, and your panel doesn't quite fit in between two studs, and the studs are slightly wider than your panel itself, so there's a little bit of a gap. So what I have done before is I actually batoned two things of 2x4s to get an accurate thickness, and was able to get that little shim in between that gap to give more pressure and stability to the panel. Yes, that does work. I've also like sharpened carpenter pencils with it. Like there's a lot that I have been able to use this for on a job site. And obviously, if there's a box or two, take it out, cut open the box. Pretty simple, or pretty decent sized straps to cut on anything that's on a truck when they're not steel straps. Easy to just grab this out. You have plenty of force to be able to cut anything larger with this. And then you also have your large cardboard boxes to break down. This helps out with a lot. Is it overkill in a lot of scenarios? Yes. Is it good to be prepared for any scenario? Yes, that's kind of why I do like the Ranch Bowie, because it does offer that. This one is the one that I don't really have any information on how it performs. Why? Because it's a dagger. Daggers are meant for self-defense. They're meant to be a deterrent, and or you're in a sticky situation and you need something to get out of that situation. And I obviously have not been in that situation, and I'm thankful for that. At least I haven't been in that situation since I have had it, and I'm good with that. This sheath does come with it. So does this. This is in 3B, by the way. And just for reference, this has been out on days where it has been very rainy, and I have no rust on it. So the finish that they have on it is great, just so you're aware. Okay. Anyways, continuing with this guy. So this one right here, I really, really like this. It's a very unique dagger. It's the EK dagger. Kind of get the signature. John EK. But so obviously, some people may not know the story. Some people may know the story. I would probably, if I were you, you could look up the specific details. Either way, this comes to a very good point here. Everything flows very well to the exact same point. It's all symmetrical, which is beautiful, because sometimes you get a dagger, whether it's a folding dagger or just an actual dagger, and sometimes the folder or something is off, and it kind of is quite annoying. I do know some people look at this and their LCD is triggered by the screws. I am sorry, and also not sorry at the same time. I don't really care all that much. I kind of actually, in this weird scenario, because none of them are the same, it's okay to me. Now, if like these were the same and the middle one was slightly off, for whatever reason, that is annoying. I don't know why. But Either way, this one I don't know really how it performs. Now, here's the thing. I have cut things with it like this, and it performs relatively well for a dagger for slicing. It does work. It doesn't get too hung up. It is pretty thick though, so it's not going to be your best slicer, but it actually kind of surprised me. But either way, the EK dagger was originally developed to be a cheap, quick, and relatively easily reproduced knife for World War II. I believe World War II. And so the handle is relatively simple. Instead of having a specific grip that you had to be very specific with and whatnot, this is simple. It is the same throughout. You just have these notches in it. And obviously this changed. This actually was originally designed, the cross guard, I guess you could say, was originally designed to be taken off and mounted on a stick or for a spear or something like that quickly. Obviously this one doesn't have that because this is not designed to be a spear, though you could take these scales off because they're flathead and still put this on a stick and it would still actually work. You would just always have that cross guard, which is, it's fine. It's not really a problem, to be frank, but like it was just designed to come off originally. You do have lanyard hole. It makes sense because it's not only a lanyard hole, but it's also for paracord or other things like that to wrap around said stick for said purpose. But obviously I haven't done that. I haven't tested that to see if it works and how well it works. Either way, that was the original design, was to be able to be mass produced as cheaply and as well as possible, kind of like get that very like desirable quality, quantity, and speed at the same time. So this is the design they went for. This one is obviously, the blade itself is a lot more special than the original one. It's a little more complicated. But I don't have pictures on me. Either way, this design has a lot of history. This particular one, the blade, obviously there's a lot to it, but in this particular one, this has a thick point here, designed for armor piercing. It's thicker to be able to take the brunt without damaging the point. So that is also something I haven't had to use. Is it going through any material that is classified as quote-unquote body armor, or anything associated with something that I would otherwise need to get through that a normal knife would not be able to do. Either way, so these are the two side by side. Obviously the EK is longer on every front, but just for a good size comparison for people in the folding knife world here, there's a Shaman. It's a pretty recognizable size comparison here, but there's not really much else I can say. If you guys want me to actually do some testing with the ballistic gels and stuff like that with these two and other ones I have, please let me know. I would like to get some feedback on that, if that would be even worth doing. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it could be very interesting. And I think it would be worth it. But I just want to know if that's a thing everybody would like to actually see. But anyways, you always get those guys that say fixed blades are better. If you want a durable knife, just get a fixed blade. Yeah, we know that, by the way. Folders, to have a reliable, strong folder is very important, because if you have to use your folder for a scenario you would rather have a fixed blade for, and it can still hold up, that's great. That's a huge positive. But regardless, that's gonna be it for this video. So you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please, again, subscribe. Please like and follow the like the video, follow the Instagram, like the Facebook page. Be much appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next one.